to welcome everybody here today, and thank you for coming to the Montgomery County Drug Court graduation. It's an extremely important day for our graduates. We have 5 today. They worked very hard and they've been very diligent to get here to this day, and we are, I guess, extremely proud. It would be sort of an understatement of your accomplishments. I'd like to first take a moment to introduce Carol Edmonds with Montgomery County. She's a Montgomery County Assistant County Administrator. It's glad to have you here. I don't think we have any other individuals that indicate that we'd send invitations to. But if we do, I apologize if there's those senators or anybody that's in the room that I miss. Also, I'd like to take an opportunity. Behind me in the jury box is our drug court team. And when I say they're a team, we really are a team. I get to stand up and talk to you and do things like that. I'm a small cog in this process. They're the ones that really do all the hard work and the labor to make sure that these individuals get the necessary treatment and help that they need to overcome the issues that they've had in the past. So I do want to thank them tremendously for the job that they do. Today we have 2 very special individuals that are going to talk. One is Miss Susan Allen, and the other is Mr. Bentley Wood. They're both graduates of our first graduating class. Each have now become employed through the Department of New River Valley Community Services as peer specialists. We're very proud of their accomplishments since they were here last. We do miss them. But we're glad to see that they're doing so well and that they've learned how to deal with any issues that they may have. So I'm going to ask if y'all doing it together or one at a time?
One at a time.
All right, Ms. Allen, I'll let you come first then.
All right. Thank you. Well, it's definitely an honor to be here today. I'm just going to give a little bit of my story. Getting and using drugs was a pattern that has defined me for more than half my life. When I was arrested in February 2016, I never thought that my charges would be my saving grace and that horrible day would lead me to where I am now. I wake up each day grateful for my recovery, for my family, my home, my job, and so much more. And I'm really proud of the person that I've become. And a huge part of my recovery journey started here in drug court. Drug court did not do the hard work, but they gave me the tools that I needed. I can't put my finger on the one thing. I feel like it's a collaboration of it all. And it was clear, it was clear from day one that drug court would be nothing like what I was used to from the justice system. The support that I received from the same people in the past that were known for closing doors were now opening doors and helping guide me in a new direction. The courtroom no longer felt adversary, and I didn't feel like just another number on a docket. The judges, the lawyers, the law enforcement, case managers, everyone knew my name and cared about me. Perhaps I was a human being who had the potential to change and not just another lost cause in an epidemic. The impact that it had on me and my family cannot be put into words. I reclaimed my life and I have victory today. I'm not the only one that can attest to the amazing impact that it's had on an entire community and countless lives. My best piece of advice that I can give my fellow peers is don't let anyone label you. When you're a recovering addict, your sons, your daughters, your mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, wives, husbands, and friends, figure out who you want to be and define yourself. Keep striving for goals, one step at a time. Don't become stagnant. Choose your company wisely. Be relentless with who you surround yourself with, those that bring out the best in you. Your direction in life depends on it. And while you're at it, have the courage to be a good friend to those who choose you. Your friendships, just like everything in life, need updating. Don't give up because things get hard. You don't have to live under a negative label for the rest of your life, and only you can change how you are viewed. I used to be ashamed of my life and who I was. Don't be ashamed. Use it. Remember where you came from. Use it to help others. And your recovery is a process and it's never ending. Thank you and good luck to y'all.
Good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations. I don't know that but there's some folks here who can see the work that's brought you here. And, just like others told me, you all look very different than you did the first time I saw you. Many of us showed up here the first time in orange and shackles, or gray, depending on where we came from. But today, I think Susan said it well, that you've got the opportunity to redefine who you are. And I know many of you have already done that. I want to talk a little bit about drug treatment courts. They embrace science like no other part of the criminal justice system, using best practices and evidence-based practices to both reduce recidivism and to save money. Each community, as we have here, tailors the court to what the local needs are. It was talked about the multidisciplinary team, and it's really exciting because I got to know all of these people. They just weren't people who decided my fate. They were people who cared and wanted to help. And I respect and appreciate the relationship I still have with many of those individuals. Some statistics that I'd like to share with you, and these are national statistics. An average of between 50 and 65% of all drug court participants graduate. And of those who graduate, less than 4% return to use. And for those who are participants, 28% on average. In order to get here today, there are 5 phases that had to be successfully completed. Those include things like maintain employment, complete community service hours, develop a monthly budget, maintain a current treatment and wellness plan, and those are just some of the things that had to be done for each phase promotion to be achieved. In addition to that, there's intense supervision and monitoring, regular meetings with the probation and case manager, attending treatment sessions, random urinalysis, and it wasn't just show up at treatment, but to be engaged, because those treatment providers report to the drug court team, not just that they're there, but what are they doing while they're there. Waive our Fourth Amendment right. Say it's okay for you to come and search me wherever I am, whenever you feel the need to, without probable cause. And that's something I willingly gave up, as all of these folks that are here in drug court did to be here. And there's also a $900 cost. And it's not a get out of trouble free program. It's a program with support that allows a person to change their life, and not just change their life, but their family's life, the community's life. The average drug court participant is about a $2,200 expense. That's $5,000 on the average participant is saved just in jail cost. By not putting someone in jail, we're saving money. Something that surprised me, well, 2 things, is anywhere from $2 to $27 are returned back to the local community for each $1 spent on drug court. Each drug-free baby born to a mother in drug court in recovery saves the community about $250,000, because that's how much it costs to treat a baby born drug addicted. And more research has been published on the effects of adult drug courts than virtually any other criminal justice program out there. And these statistics come from the National Association of Drug Court Professionals, the National Institute of Justice, the Office of Justice Programs from the U.S. Department of Justice, and the Office of National Drug Control Policy of the Executive Office of the President. So I didn't just Google these numbers to rattle off statistics. They're real. And people's lives get to be changed. Because, you know, when I'm sick, I want to go to a professional. I want to go to someone who knows what they're doing. I want to be treated with respect and with empathy. And addiction is no different. But in our society, what's been decided here in drug court is that we're going to treat people who struggle with substance use disorder and give them the same opportunities to recover, the same opportunities to get treatment that people with other chronic disorders also get. So I'd like to close by saying that drug court has done more for me than I could have ever imagined. I'm excited to wake up every day. I like to go to work every day. And I don't know that many people can say, I can't wait to get to work. Because I get to do for other people what was done for me. And I don't know that there's anything better to have than the gift of helping other people find a new way to live. Thanks.
My name is Lori Trail, and I work as the drug court coordinator for New River Valley Community Services and work here with the Montgomery County Drug Court. I've had the pleasure of working with all 5 of our graduates here today. And so at this moment, we would just want to take this opportunity to congratulate and recognize our graduates, all of their hard work. I think some people see drug court as an easy alternative, and it certainly is not easy. What we've asked all of our participants and all of our graduates is very hard. And what they've had to do and the work they've had to put in to be sitting here today is something I think to be commended. And so we have, for the past 2 years, they've participated in a program where they've received intensive treatment, intensive community supervision, and judicial intervention. And they have actively given back to the community in positive ways through community service and giving back projects. They have learned the tools and the skills necessary to live in recovery. And so we're not here today saying that we have cured anyone's addiction, but they have demonstrated that they can sustain a period of sobriety for a 2-year period, and that they've learned the skills necessary to live that way when they graduate. So again, today we are just here to celebrate them and recognize their accomplishments. We're going to call them up each individually and give them the opportunity to say whatever they may want to say. Some have indicated they have not a whole lot they want to say because they don't like doing this public speaking thing. But we will start with Heather Boyd. Yes, and I would love to. I didn't want to go first. It's your name. And you feel free to say.
First, I'm sorry for making everybody wait on me. We're taught not to be late and try to be punctual, and that was not me today, so I apologize. But I'd like to just take this opportunity to say thank you to each and every person in this room today that has stood by me and supported me through this process and went out of their way to help myself. I'm also terrified of publicly speaking, so sorry. This program helped remind me that it's never too late to give up on your dreams and goals, and a mistake does not define who you are, but it's what you learn from those mistakes and choose to do with them after. So I stand up here today and reach the end of this program. I know that this is not the end, but yet another beginning in the next path I will take. I'm finding more ways to help myself as well as help others that are in the same place I was a few years back. Educating people on addiction as well as addicts is one of the only ways we will ever be able to fight this and have more and more people standing up here throughout the years to follow. There are so many resources out there that I would have never known about if I wouldn't have been given a chance in this program.
And I thank God every day that I live long enough to see this day and get to be where I am with all my friends and family. Thank you all for being here today, and I feel truly blessed.
All right, Mr. Cooper.
Congratulations.
Uh, 4 years ago, I thought my life was ruined when I got in trouble, but thanks to Judge Turk, Judge Long, and the drug court team, I had a chance to change that and get my wife and my kids' life back on track. It was not easy, and if it wasn't for a few of the team, I don't think I could have made it. But thanks to them, I'm here today and doing a lot better than I was then. I just really ain't got much to say. I just want to thank everybody for giving me the chance to do it.
Mr. Haynes. Stephen Haynes, I apologize, I should say that. This is from the team, congratulations.
All right. I did it too. Oh, let's see. I wrote a little something, but relax. Yeah, right. I've done this once or twice, but it still doesn't get any easier. Like everybody else, I just want to thank for the chance to, right my wrongs with the community. I know when I first got into this. Let me see. I'll come. Let me start all over. All right. I want to tell everybody thanks. And one thing for sure, like everybody else has said, it's a whole community of people that make this happen. It's not one person. It's not a few people. It's people that's not here. They're all over. But I want to talk about the first place that really started off my recovery, and that was in the jail. Jail was my savior. I lived 23 years from 18 to 39 using. Probably didn't draw a month's worth of sober breath in that time, and I didn't know how to quit. The only way I knew to keep making it was to keep doing what I was doing. And when I landed in Montgomery County, I remember coming in and they said, "Do you want to sign up for NA or AA groups?" And I was thinking in my mind, this would probably look good when I go to court, right? And I did that, and 3 men carried something to me in there that was the spot, and it was hope. And I seen people that shared a common experience, similar stories to my life, that knew how to handle it. They knew how to deal with it. They could laugh about it. And I couldn't. So when I started noticing the peace they carried, I knew I had to have it. And that's what I went for. And I grabbed onto a sponsor with many years of sobriety, and I've hung on to him. And he's taught me a lot, a tremendous amount. And drug court was the one that led me in Montgomery County to get my life back. I've turned it around. I lost a whole lot. And I'm just grateful to be sober and ready for my life to continue. That's all I got.
And our next graduate is Tami Jones.
Congratulations.
never had to do this before. But I'm just gonna start. It's truly an honor to be here today. I'd like to start by thanking everybody who's helped me get here. The drug court team, the peer support specialist, the staff at NRBCS and New Life, my new recovery friends and peers, including my sponsor and my mom and son, for their unconditional love. They all spent countless hours guiding and supporting me through the hardest time of my life. For that, I'm forever grateful to each and every one of you all for never giving up on me, never leaving in me when I couldn't. To my peers, everybody's path in recovery and life is different. You have to find your own. Give yourself a chance and give yourself a break. It doesn't happen overnight. Remember, honesty is key, and reach out and ask for help. Help is there. This has been a very long and hard but rewarding journey that gave me my life back. And I look forward to beginning the next/new chapter of my life with all the tools I've learned in this process. Today, I'm not just surviving, I'm living. Thank you, guys.
And last but not least, our next graduate is Amy Underwood.
So I really looked forward to this day for a long time, except for this part. I'm 45 years old, and I might have been sober 5 years of my adult life, and I have tried so many things. But this is working for me. The people that I've worked with have been so amazing. And I've made a lot of friends. It's just been amazing. My accountability officers, Quentin and his team, it was just like having friends come over and visit. My family, it's a whole new story now. And I'm just so thankful. And drug court is amazing. It has been the most wonderful thing that happened to me. So thank you.
Again, on behalf of the drug court graduates, we congratulate you again, and thank you all for allowing us to be a part of your life and get you where you are today. Like I said, we're extremely proud of you and wish you the very best in the future. Don't forget us, okay? You may think differently, but you know, we all sort of have these relationships with each and every one of you. We're concerned about you. We want to hear how you're doing in the future. So don't forget about it. Stop in every once in a while, at least just to say hello. For members of the community, I want to thank you all. Our team has done a great job. They continue to do great jobs, but without the community support, none of this would happen. So again, on behalf of the drug court, we do appreciate y'all's support for the program. It's a very worthwhile program. I think, as they said, we probably won't cure. We're not the cure-all. We're the help. And we continue to want to help individuals that are struggling so that they can come back and be productive citizens of our community. Again, we do have food. It's in the next room back here. Some people smile with that. Jensen. So please stay. mingle, eat as much as you'd like. But again, we do appreciate you all coming today, and we do, again, extend our appreciation and congratulations to our 5 members. Thank you all.